Being a nurse is not easy. This can't be stated enough, especially considering what has gone on in the world in the past 12 months. While I have made videos in the past talking about how you should become a nurse and how amazing it is, there are some things that you may want to know before you consider being a bedside registered nurse. In this channel, I aim to provide more information about the nursing profession and share my nursing knowledge to help others. If that interests you, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Let's get right into today's video. Here are a few reasons why you should not be a bedside nurse. Number one, you're easily disgusted. Being a nurse, you see everything and anything with the human body. There are secretions from the eyes all the way from the legs. If purulent fluids, urine, and any bodily fluids disgust you, you may consider other areas of nursing than the bedside. Thank God my sense of smell is not great, because you will smell some of these secretions that will make you think twice about choosing to become a registered nurse. And no, my lack of sense of smell is not from a certain virus going around. This is a chronic thing for me. Number two, you are afraid of death. Dying is a natural process of life. People die in the hospital, and who is the one who notices an imminent death? That's right, a nurse. A nurse is most often the person that is providing care until the last breaths of a person. That means you may have to be there for someone who's actively dying, and this can be mentally distressing for people. Number three, frustrated easily. The healthcare system is not perfect. Therefore, there will be a lot of logistical issues that do not make sense but are in place, and you have to follow them. A great example is, in my hospital, for the longest time, there was a policy stating that we cannot enforce people of the public to wear a mask despite being in a pandemic. Therefore, people couldn't come into the hospital to visit their family and therefore people could come to the hospital and refuse to wear a mask. This took weeks to change, and it was quite frustrating. There are many more situations like this, and if you get easily bothered by these types of situations, nursing may not be for you. Number four, patient violence and aggression. Patients are in their worst state of minds when they enter the hospital. They are sick and have conditions that can make them do things that they do not usually do. As a nurse, you are a person taking care of them for 12 hours in a day, and they sometimes yell, swear, and even hit you. As a result, it is so important for nurses to be able to have a high level of tolerance for this, and to not take things personally, and to understand that you need to approach people in a very safe way. Number five, you are not intrinsically motivated to help. As mentioned in the hospital, that is not a place where people come when they are happy. This is not a time where they tend to care about the people around them. They want to feel better and leave. The hospital tries to provide this to them in the most time-efficient way possible. The combination of this ultimately leaves you with the feeling that you are always rushed to provide care, and the patient often does not care to know what you are doing, and ultimately is not grateful. Now, personally, I have internalized this and understand that people do not really think too much about saying thanks or being grateful for your care, nor am I a person to want to have praise for my work. But the fact of the matter is, you will get people that do not care much about who you are and do not understand that you're providing excellent care. So essentially, you are constantly dealing with people that may not care to be grateful or do not understand to be grateful. And by the time they get better, they're out the door as soon as possible to make room for the next person. And that can take a toll on a person, as you are constantly seeing people that are angry, upset, and tired, which could lead to burnout. However, like I said, if you understand this, you will be fine. Also, this is not to say that this is the case for all patients that I have had, but I would say that this is definitely a majority. I have had many patients come back to the hospital once they've been better and write cards for their appreciation for the care that was provided, which is quite a nice feeling. Anyways, so there are a few reasons why you should think twice about being a bedside nurse at a hospital. There are a lot more I can list, but I aim to provide positivity about the nursing career, as I find it very rewarding, But just like many things in life, there are pros and cons. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or if you have anything else you would like to share in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.